Well, hey gang, welcome back. My name is Brian Stites with RE/MAX Results and Twin Cities Real Estate Guide. All right, guys, part 3 of my first time home buyer series. Thanks for coming. Excited to have you here. All right, guys, you have found a home and you are excited and you're going to make an offer on it. And that's super, super awesome. So ideally, you would have gone over with your agent the paperwork ahead of time so it all kind of makes sense to you, so you kind of know what you're looking at. Once the offer has been signed, and we in our market usually do that through DocuSign. So once we get that document back, what we're going to do is we're going to take that document, we're going to take the pre-approval letter that we have from you and that we've gotten from your lender, and then also your earnest money check, and we're going to send that off to the listing agent of the home. Additionally, sometimes your agent may also send off a personal letter from you or a video testimonial. And a lot of times agents will do that in a very hot market, you know. All right, once your offer is sent over, then the negotiation process takes place. And really, I really see one of my main roles for you as my client is to negotiate on your behalf. That's where a good agent can really save you some money. But once we have your purchase agreement accepted, which means it's signed by everyone, there's 3 more hurdles to jump over now that we've got your offer accepted. The first thing is we're going to do a home inspection. I really recommend to all my clients that you do a home inspection. So that's hurdle number 1. Then you're going to have the appraisal. We'll have to jump over that hurdle. And then final loan approval. And that's what the underwriter does as they're processing your loan. And we can talk more about that in a different video. So first of all, you want to hire a great home inspector. And your agent should be able to recommend to you 2 or 3 or 4 really competent home inspectors. And that's such an important thing for you. Now, a home inspection is going to run various different prices depending on the size of your home, the land, and things of that nature. But you can expect to pay between $350 and $600 to $700 depending on what you have done. Because on a home inspection, not only can they inspect the home, but they can do a radon test, they can do a sewer scope, and it just depends on where you live. Another one would be a termite inspection if you live down south. So there's various different things that a home inspector can do. But just know and be prepared for that initial expense that you're going to have because it is there. So we talked about the home inspection, and then there's the appraisal. And the appraisal usually happens after the home inspection. Your lender will wait till the inspection's done, negotiated, make sure everything's good there, and then they'll order the appraisal. And that's been taking in our market 7 to 10 days for the appraisal to happen, and then another 5 or 6 days to get that report back. The appraisal is what the bank uses to qualify you for your loan. So we want that number. If you made an offer on a house for $300,000, ideally we'd like it to appraise for $300,000 or more. And if it does not appraise for that $300,000, that's a conversation you're going to want to have with your agent that we're not going to discuss right now. But there are some implications that you'll need to be aware of if your home does not appraise for the amount that you've offered. So once the appraisal's done and the appraisal's cleared, then you're kind of moving on to that final loan approval stage. And that's where your lender may be asking you for updated W-2s. They may ask you for a letter. For example, let's say 3 years ago, you missed 2 payments on a credit card, and they may ask you for a letter of why did that happen. And that's what the underwriter is requesting from them. So some of those things will happen during this latter period as we're waiting to close. So just know that, and that's okay, and that's pretty common for all those things to happen. So we've got the home inspection, we've cleared that. The appraisal's come back good, and now the underwriting is done, and you've got what's called a clear to close. That's what you want to hear from your lender, from your agent. You've got clear to close. Now we're going to do what's called a final walkthrough. That's where you get to walk through your new home, usually a day or 2 prior to closing. And really the purpose of the final walkthrough is just to make sure that everything looks the same as it did when you made the offers. And then once the final walkthrough is done, then we're on to the closing. Yay for you. And at closing, basically it's a party. and you got to get your hand and your signature ready to go. So what happens at the closing is you sign that big, thick stack of documents that I'm sure you've heard of, and the title company prepares all those for you. You don't have to do anything. You show up there, you show up with your driver's license, you show up with a certified check or wired funds for the down payment, and with your hand ready to sign a whole bunch of stuff. Once we're done signing, you guys get the keys, and then you get to walk into your new home. So, hey, congratulations. Super excited for you and purchasing your new home. All right, gang, hope you enjoyed our home buyer series. Look forward to seeing you back again. Subscribe below. Great offer.